current and past District 97 leaders, fellow members, and guests. A very good afternoon. I am Lian Arijatwano, your Program Quality Director of this term. I would like to welcome you to District 97 Vitamin for Quality Club meetings. The training will reveal you to the club quality meeting from our special guest speakers. They will give you tips, techniques, and the best practices from their experiences. As Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, say, the longer the meeting, the less it accomplishes, meaning that the meeting must begin and end on time, as time is very important for every sector. Look at this scenario. A successful Toastmaster club is much like a successful business. The members is customer, and the club strives to keep the customer happy and service-wise. In this case, the service is the club meeting. Make special efforts to ensure each meeting help members in their development and is enjoyable and exciting. This means that if we have a quality meeting, quality club, our guests and our members will join every single club meeting. Now, this is a time for us to get vitamin from our training. Thank you, and back to you, SAA.
Thank you, Madam Program Quality Director, for the opening remarks. And now let me introduce the one who is going to run the training or the forum for us. He is our past district director. He's a member of a few clubs, and he is a long-time member of our district as well. So please put your hands together to welcome our past district director, moderator of today, Toastmaster Thawesak.
Thank you very much, our past district director as well, Toastmaster Pipat. And I'm so happy to see all of you once again, because we would like to make sure that everybody will under the strong and healthy club meeting. Now look back to the past. I think Toastmaster is stronger, but now it seems that every club, but some club still recover. Some club is strong already, but some club is still struggling. Please raise your hand. I would like to see the hand of you. Raise your hand if your club has less member, the member less than 8% or 10%. Yeah, yes, me too. My club too. My club has only 9%, only 9 members. So raise your hand if your club has more than 20 members. Yes, I have seen only few clubs show their hands. That means we are not strong enough. We are not healthy enough. But in terms of Toastmaster, there's something that we can identify. That club or those club is under the strong situation or not. We call DCP, Club Distinguished Program. And some of you may have been trained that DCP is just like the KPI, Key Performance Index, right? For my club, after our country, after Bangkok has recovered, and we are so happy to welcome our passenger, but our airport, the airline also cannot bear and cannot recover, and cannot find the staff to serve those customers who has come. It's also like Toastmaster. Some of your club may want to change from online to be on-site meeting. My club as well. But how could we make it? How could we make our club stronger? I have visited so many clubs, both online and on-site meeting, and have found that those clubs has growing up, and I have learned from them. Today, all of you are lucky to learn from the representative from 3 clubs. I have invited 3 club representatives. The first one is ACI. Everyone can be inspired. Toastmasters Club, the first online club in Vietnam. And the second one is PUC, Panyasatra Toastmasters Club from Cambodia. And the last but not least is the PIN, Panjatiwat Toastmasters Club. But before I invite 3 of speakers on the stage, let me clarify what is the what is the KPI of the Toastmaster. In Toastmaster, we call DCP, right? Have you met your area director? Yes, you have met your area director, and area director try to convince you, try to emphasize you. I mean, all club officers and all members in your club to focus on team, TEAM. Let me show the presentation so that you can have the clear picture. There you go. If you have a chance to observe your club status, I mean your club DCP, you will see this status chart. Can you see the group E, education? Yes. Our area director always comment all the time, please focus and keep follow up your speaker to ensure that they deliver their speech and make the score for your club. That means the education. This is the one that I have learned from some strong club, that they all focus in this assignment. Some club, they are weak and they has less speaker each week. And the next is M, membership. Can you see this club has gained full score of membership? That means they might have something that we can learn from them. That's the reason why they can turn guests to be members. And the next one is training. Wow, 7 officers has been fully trained for the first part, and the second part is still coming. Can you see what we have learned from this club? And the last but not least, the last DCP is the administration. That is the reason why your area director always asking you and push your club to submit the officers list on time. And this is only one thing that I have catch up from KPI of Toastmaster. But let's us hear something and some tips from those strong clubs. May I invite the first speaker, the second speaker, and the third speaker, Toastmaster Vincent from PIM and Toastmaster Vibol from PUC and Toastmaster Tan from ACI on the stage, please. May I request to Master to spotlight 3 of them. Yeah, you will see 3 handsome guys and one beautiful ladies on the stage at the same time. Thank you very much. Hello, Toastmaster Tan. Xin chào. Are you tired? You're flying from Vietnam to here?
I'm great.
a bit, okay. Toastmaster Tan is now the Vice President Education of ACI. Everyone can be inspired. It is the first online Toastmaster. But what we found is, can you see the score that I show you? Yeah, that is not the ACI, but the ACI has got many score from the KPI. The second one, Toastmaster Virak, Virak from PUC, Toastmaster Club. Hello, Toastmaster Virak, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming. Toastmaster Virak is also the past area director, the area B3 director from the last term, and he is also the sponsor of the club in Cambodia. And the last one is Toastmaster Vincent from PIM. Hello, Mabuhay, Toastmaster Vincent.
Hello, a healthy afternoon to everyone.
Thank you very much. So I have actually prepared 6 questions for all of you, but before I start each question, let me share the screen once again, each club of you, so that the audience can understand the reason why I invite you to the stage. I'm sharing the screen now. There you go. Can you still remember the first presentation that I showed you is actually from PUC, Panjasatra, Toastmasters Club from Cambodia. And the minimum membership that Toastmaster International set is only 20 members. But can you see that PUC has got 25 members? How come? So we should learn from this club. And the DCP goal, they have got 8 goals already. Wow, interesting, right? How could they do that? It's quite difficult. And you know what? PUC is just only young club, has been established few years ago, but they have got very strong point. And now moving to the next club, that is PIM, Panjapiwat Institute Management, Toastmasters Club of Toastmaster Vincent. Even though this club is now currently has only 13 members, but I would like you to focus in here. Can you see, once the officer has been trained, all of them will know and understand their role and responsibility. And in the past, I have heard that PIM Toastmasters Club has got many awards, and there are so many representatives from PIM to join the contest. And last but not least, the reason why I invite Toastmasters Tan from ACI Toastmasters Club. Can you see, this club has 31 member already. Even though the goal is on the progress, but I have seen here, can you see, they can find a lot of members. I think this is a proper time that we can start and asking the question. And I would like to encourage our audience, if you have any ideas or if you have any question, please let us know at the end of the forum so that we can add and ask them later. Now let's start from my brother, Toastmaster Virak. I have the question. Toastmaster Virak.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. At PUC, Panjasatra Toastmasters Club, could you please advise the technique that to enhance and maintain the quality of your club? I have seen your club has got a very high score and successful run the meeting. Please share with us your technique.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the questions. I would not consider what I'm about to share as an advice, but rather an opinions and also experience from my clubs, as well as the work of lots of people in our clubs as well. So in order to build a club from our experience, I would not speak this from only my experience, but also from the team that I have came across, as well as the senior Toastmasters who have still been with us until today, and they have been consistently supporting us, as well as advising to each and every clubs as well. And as for me, once again, my name is Virak from PUC Toastmaster Club. So the first thing, when every term starts, we have one meeting, what we call an EC delegation meetings. This is where the previous EC team conduct a meeting with the upcoming or newly promoted EC in order to delegate the role. Because there are times that they read the role and responsibility, that they know. However, when it comes to practice it in a real-time situation, things vary from time to time as well. So this meeting first ensure that they understand exactly what has been put within the manuals that we have, but also what we have been applied and also something that we have adjust as well as edit in order to make the quitting fit into Cambodia context. And secondly, what we do in that meeting is to delegate the goal. And in this time, we look at from the start of each EC team, what have we planned and what have we achieved and what we can do more in order to go better. Because this is the parameter that we need in order to understand what they need to go further. Because if they do not put forth this particular point, each EC team would rather go with their own style or change the whole structure. And that can be very critical if that does not align with Toastmasters international goal or the organizational goal. We want to make sure the club keeps going, but we want to make sure that thing we have done and it worked, it has to stay there. And every EC team, they can add creativity into it, but make sure that the quality that has been put and also added, it has add up to the previous success as well. So with that, we can ensure that each EC role understand exactly what they do so that the club can run properly. And secondly, the third point, what we do is we ask each one of them to propose their action plan. Even if the role is a sergeant at arms, but at least they set their own action goals and plan as well as their own personal goal. What do they want to achieve, having or taking upon that role for them personally, but also for the roles as well. Because as for me, the role like sergeant at arms, for example, teaches me how to gain confidence a lot, especially me sitting at the front of the meeting, greeting everybody coming to the club. I think that's very helpful for me to come across and also improve my. Can you still hear me, everyone?
Wow, thank you very much. I'm very impressed. The two things from you, that is the involvement of all officers and team in the meeting, and also the key person. So one more question to you. How many core or key person in PUC Toastmasters Club?
And the question again, please.
Yeah. I mean, your club has the key person and the backbone of your club, right? I want to know how many person in your Toastmasters Club. For my club, we have only 1 or 2 members.
We have around 5 in our club.
I see.
We have one is Professor Sambun, who is the founder of PUC himself. Secondly, we have Toastmaster Anna. I think most of you would know her. Thirdly, we have Toastmaster Pidao. She's also have been here roughly around 5 to 6 years already. Next, we have DTM Chandrasmay, the only DTM so far in Cambodia. And last but not least is me. And every time we try our best to come to the meeting as regular as possible so that we can support as well as show the example to our member, those who are new and as well as the existing members as well.
Okay, thank you very much. And how about Toastmaster Vincent? Can you please tell us your technique that you can enhance and make your club to be the strong and quality club, please?
Yes, thank you for that question. We have to understand the nature of PIM Toastmasters Club. It is inside the university. And of course, we have our Toastmaster students. And after they might join when they were already on their 3rd year, then they have only a year being with us because the last year would be their off-campus training. With that, the transition is so quick. It is very quick that we could hold with these members for a very short time. Though they were so great, but then after a year, then they're gone. So the transition is just very quick. We are losing our great members in few semesters like that. So we decided to open the club into the community. Now we are a community club instead of a university club, so that we could able to get members from other sectors, not only from the students. And we are so lucky that our HR agreed to that, and they themselves volunteered themselves to sponsor our professors, our teachers, other people who are inside and outside Panyapiwat institution to be members of the Toastmasters. That's why we are so lucky that even after the pandemic, we've got 13 members. So that is how we could sustain. We open up to a bigger scale, not only to the student part, but we also open it to everybody so that we could be able to have a larger scale, to have members, to get members for the Panyapiwat Institute PIM Toastmasters Club. So that is what we have done for the to gain members. And of course, there are more that I will share next in the next question, but just for this, for the first part. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. And that means you are trying to expand, and your club is originally the university club, but you also welcome to all the public. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vincent. And now we are moving to Toastmasters time. How about you? Can you share us your technique and your personal plan? Because your club is now the pure online Toastmasters meeting, right? So please comment and share this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Thawesak. And I would like to share one thing. I think that it has important to enhance and maintain the club quality. I think everybody came to Toastmaster has a reason that they want to develop, to increase their personal and increase their skills and knowledge. And so, but everybody is different. Maybe you came to develop your leadership skills, others came to improve your communication skills. So the important thing is that we have to understand the members' needs and background, because by understand the members' needs, we can support them immediately whenever they need, and also we can also get support in many cases, because we have many Toastmasters have their own experience that we can need their support to increase the club quality. And in our club, we have understand the members' needs via the survey, or also we can have a conversation one-on-one. And by the deep connection with our members, we can understand them clearly. And it also one of the reason, one of the way we can increase our club quality better. And thank you. That is one of the things that I think is important to maintain and increase the club quality. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. So Toastmasters time, how could you know exactly the need of the new members? You have interviewed them, or you have created the form so that they can put the detail of their needs, or else, please?
We have two phases. First of all, we have created the form, but actually everyone not interested in form very much. But after the form, we have clarify something like, what is your hobby, what is your background, many things. What is your target joining the Toastmaster in the short term and in the long term? After having a survey, we start to connect with them directly one by one to understand more about their needs. And also in each meeting, I think it's a great chance to understand and connect with each member better, because the more we connect, the more we understand each other, because no form can fulfill sure that you can understand your members just one form or just one conversation by continuously connect with them. To me is every 2 weeks we connect with them, we can understand them better and better, and that is how the API.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like your answer. You keep it more frequent and try to follow up their needs, because the needs of the member change all the time. I have a chance to interview every new members before we accept them to be the member of our club meeting. But what I have found is they just come and they just want to know some technique, and they soon leave the meeting and leave the club. And that is very short period of time. Only few members that I can find that they really understand and they really want to improve. Some of them, some of members, they want to practice speaking only. Some of them do not want to do Toastmaster of the day. They do not want to be evaluator because they don't want to give the evaluation to anybody. They just want to focus on himself or herself. So the second question is concerned with my point. That is the second question is for Toastmaster Vincent, please. What is the challenge role? I mean, Toastmaster of the day, personal evaluator, general evaluator. What is the challenge role take in the club meeting that is difficult for you to manage, and how could you organize it, please?
Yes, some of our members are professors, they are teachers, and of course, we have students. The role of the personal evaluator is one of the most difficult for the students to evaluate their own teachers, their own professors. Once because they would always want to say something good. They do not want to say something that is negative to their professors. So that is a big challenge for them because they cannot evaluate properly. They cannot, and there is a disadvantage for the speaker if the speaker is the teacher, because he or she could not get the genuine evaluation. And also there is a difficulty in evaluating for the side of the evaluator because there is, the Thai culture. The Thai culture of not saying bad to your teacher. So that high respect is really one of the burden of the evaluator to say something that could be improved for the teacher. So what have we done for that? So we at Toastmasters, we tried our best to be very friendly to everyone. We always say that, yes, inside our classroom, I am your teacher, but inside the Toastmasters meeting, we are the same here. We are equal here. We are. Please treat me not your professor, not your teacher, because that would be a hindrance to our growth, to our development. So with that, we are trying to be very, very friendly, and before the evaluation, we are trying to have the talk. Okay, don't worry, you can say everything that you think that I have to improve. So the evaluator, even a student, could have the feeling that okay, he's going to be relieved of the feeling that I cannot say bad things to him, because he is my teacher. So we have to cut that. We have to forget about that problem, that hindrance to individual growth. So we have to accept that in Toastmasters, we are the same. We are equal. That is one way that we have done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DTM Vincent. And DTM Vincent is the member and the leaders from university club and also the public club. But sometimes some member who is the lecturer or the teacher difficult to handle them, and they may refuse to be evaluated by their student, right? So how about finding the speaker in your club? Is that difficult for you?
Yes. You're still asking me, right? DTM Thawesak?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that is true, because sometimes it is very difficult to volunteer to be the speaker, because everyone is with the loads of the teachers. We are all busy, and the students, they are all have their lots of subjects to study. So Toastmaster speeches would be another. I don't want to say it's a burden, because it gives us development, but it would need time to develop. With that, we are having problems in getting speakers as well. And now what we are trying to build at the moment is how possible if we could have our students Toastmasters group and teachers and staff Toastmasters group at PIM separately. That is one maybe an initiative from our district director Apisara, and we are very lucky at PIM because we have the key people who are members of PIM. Our DD is with us. We have lots of DTMs. PIM has produced lots of DTMs as well, including, of course, our first president, our mother of PIM Toastmasters Club. We have our DTM Sirinan, and we are lucky that now DTM Panumpon is with us. And we are also lucky that we have many DTMs at Panyapiwat. So with that, we are very positive. Don't worry. Yes, we are only 13 at the moment, but we are still positive that sooner or later, we will be able to reach the target.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you very much. Okay, the technique that I have learned is you trying to off record and off microphone, but you have the private comment to the speakers and make them feel relaxed. And also you find more alliance members to support and help members to conduct each role, right? And I would like to ask another one, that is Toastmaster Tan from ACI. Have you faced this kind of problem at your club? In assigning each role, assigning speaker, assigning them to be the Toastmaster of the day, general evaluator, and on and on.
Okay, thank you for your question. For in some period, we have faced the problem that no one or just one or two members has registered to be a speaker. And from that time, I always ask why and how can I encourage them to do, because they always have very reasonable question like I'm so busy and I have this and that. But since our club have like I have shared before, we have created a survey to understand the members' need, and also we have asked them, what is your target to do in this term? What is your target you want to achieve in this term in pathway? As someone will target level 3 or level 2, etc. We respect that, but we have the idea to count the remaining number of meeting session. For example, from this time to the end of this term, only have about 20 meetings. So by the limit of time, I have discussed with them, and I have said that we only have 20 meetings left. And with your targets, with the current status and your target, you need to do, for example, 6 more speeches. So you can arrange your time to have 1 speech every month. So when the people say that they have limit of time and with very specific targets, they can see that there's the gap and they can arrange their time better. And that is one of my way to help to find the speakers more easier in my club.
Thank you very much. You recall me my memory when I joined Toastmasters for the first time, and my Vice President Education encouraged me to deliver a speech for next week. And one day before the meeting starts, I quit. My excuse, and it's not good. It's not very good idea, and it's quite make the trouble to the officers. And the next question is related with the message that everybody in Toastmaster has uttered or has said, that is swearing in front of the audience, in front of the club officers, right? That you are going to join weekly meeting every week, every time. But they try. I do believe that they try, but some of them may not possible to join every week. And it's the reason that each week they have only few members join the meeting. So this question is for all of you. Let's start from Toastmaster Virak. The question is, what are the PR channels that you use to promote your club, to draw attraction from your members and from guests? And how do you manage those strategies? Yes, please, Toastmaster Virak.
Thank you very much, DTM Thawesak, for these questions. For Toastmasters in Cambodia, we use the channels such as Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and YouTube. But the main two that we use very often is Facebook and Telegram. The reasons why is that people in Cambodia, they are heavily used Facebook rather than, I think in Thailand, most people prefer to use Line, I presume. But over here, people use a lot of Facebook, so we are able to reach out to more audience. The Telegram is the second priority because we are able to invite them, whether it's a guest or a member from other club can come to that channel where we can post some updates. And speaking of that dates, we have a strategy for this as well. Normally, we design into different posts per week. For example, in a week, right off the bat from Monday to Tuesday, we drop our first poster, which is about the themes of what we are going to discuss this week. And along the way, on Wednesday or Thursday, we post the role player, meaning specifically we focus only the speaker who will be speaking in our events. There are times we have guest speakers, there are times we have only members, but there are times as well we have collaboration of members from the other clubs as well. So we want to make sure that we post it as well. And last but not least, on Friday or Saturday, we post all role players, where this can help to inspire guests, members, as well as people who are actively involved on Facebook to get to know the club more. And on Sunday, we drop the final poster, which is the agenda, and then they can come to the meetings right away. We want to make sure that the engagement is not active because previously we did not do that. And I must say that the engagement on social media is rather low. But ever since we start doing that, we have a lot of engagement. And every meeting, we always have around 5 to 10 guests every week. And there are times guests from Malaysia, from Philippines and others, they reach out to us and talk about our clubs as well. And after they leave, of course, we keep in touch to the Telegram channel and as well as Facebook. It's very convenient for us from this side. And that's how we do it. That's how we get members and maintain the connection between guests, even if after the meetings. Thank you.
So that means your club meeting is the hybrid meeting, on-site and online at the same time, or the pure online meeting?
We are now moved to physical meetings. Yes, of course.
And how could the overseas friends from other
Uh,
clubs can join?
for this, they visit us when they came to Cambodia, and it's very often as well. Over the past 3 months, there's a guest from Sri Lanka. He's been visiting us like every week without an absence. And now we have another guest from Malaysia who's joining the speech marathon today.
Wow.
And I think we have a lot. And along the way, our members always invite their colleague from the work. And if they're student, they invite their friend from their class. It's always crowded in our meetings, honestly.
Okay, thank you very much. I have learned 2 things from you. It means that the Facebook or social media is still the powerful things. Just like I'm now still busy because I'm lazy to update the information on Facebook. So right now there's few guests joining. And the second thing is because of the role and responsibility of the public relation managers is quite important. So 7 officers has their own responsibility and they make their job perfectly. So thank you very much. How about Toastmaster Vincent? Do you have the same technique, same as the PUC in terms of PR your club meeting?
Thank you. For PIM, still one-on-one invitation is the most effective way of having members or having audience to attend. Once a professor invite a student, of course, most of the time student would say yes. And that is one way that we could get more guests to attend the meeting. But we do not know how deep is they sometimes they were there just to follow the word invitation, sometimes becoming an order. So that but as for the PR sake, we are so lucky that we are working all together, not only our PRN, not only the one member of the club who is doing the promotion. The good thing is that everybody is doing it. Everybody is trying to invite people because the new transition of going to the face-to-face from online. So we are still struggling now, but we have one way that everybody could get easily gather together through line, and because of most of our members are now under the HR, so the HR head will just call for just one message, and everybody from the university could be able to see the announcement. So it is an announcement through the big group of line group, and then everybody could see the announcement. That is one thing. The one good thing that it is easy to promote within the university. But the other way is the Facebook. But our PRM, he is not yet doing lots of that because maybe it is a new job for him. All our members are new, all our officers are new. So we are trying to have more trainings, have more suggestions to every member of the group of the officers, so that they would be able to fulfill the roles that they have. Because of being new, like they have just been there for a few months, maybe 2 or 3, and then that made them like everything that they are doing is a new learning for them. So, but it is good. It is good that they are developing their skills to be officers. So to promote, we are helping each other. Back to you.
Thank you very much. What I have learned from Toastmaster Vincent is that we are trying to giving just like the coaching. I'm sure that some of new members may want more explanation from the experienced Toastmaster, and they are trying to join a meeting, but some of them trying to skip the meeting sometimes because of they are still struggling and they're not quite sure and not enough confidence to join. And how about guests joining Toastmaster? These questions go to Toastmaster Tan from ACI Toastmaster, the 100% online meeting. And I could remember that this club has established 1 or 2 years ago, but the membership is now more than 30 members already. And there has a lot of guests join the meeting. So what are the PR channel that you can grab the attention from guests and the members? Toastmaster Tan, please.
Thank you for your question. One of the way we PR our club member is just same like the other club. First of all, we use Facebook, and second of all is email marketing, and also we use our member introduction, and also very specific in ACI is our past president. He has a very popular website who attracts many positive and active audience. So it's also one of our source of to give guests, take guests to our meeting. But what I want to share here is, first of all, is email marketing. We have quite professional email system that can send email to many guests in the book list that have the rate of go into the spam mail is a very small. So that's why all guests can receive the meeting schedule on time, and also because we want to focus on the current members in our club, help them to have more benefits, more knowledge, and help them to grow up. So when they realize that they have developed their skill and knowledge, they can share the information, they can introduce our club to others, members, and friends and families. It is also one of the way we can get more guests and more members in our club. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. I like your comment. It's just like the word of mouth, right? Just like in my club, I think some of the member in our club may find a difficult thing to PR, or they have no time to post on Facebook, same as all of you. But because of power, the word of mouth is still make guests and bring guests to my club meeting, same as ACI Toastmasters Club. And also what I have learned from ACI Toastmasters Club, all of you are so kind and visit some club and also visit my club, and you try to convince everyone in my meeting, in our meeting, to join your club. That means it's another powerful PR channel, not only Facebook, not only Instagram, not only on email, but also word of mouth and visiting. Thank you very much. We have learned a lot from you. And now we are moving to the fourth question. And this question starting to Toastmaster Virak from PUC. Do you think the mentor program is one of the key factors that can make your club stronger and quality? Can you give the example, please?
Okay, thank you very much. I personally like these questions because as far as I can tell from my experience, this is probably one of the tools that help our club to grow further and further. Because we all aware that in Toastmasters, we are not doing teacher-centered platform where there is a teacher and teach. So mainly everyone comes, everyone learns, and everyone effort determine their own success. But along the way of that, mentoring program, from what I see, is one of the most essential tools that help the members. Number one is it brings forth engagement within the clubs. So members who have came before, they became seniors with experience they've learned with their traditional manuals and also pathway manual. And through competition and serving in lots of easy role, they have accumulated more knowledge than I could tell. So every time we have them, we always try to assign mentees to them more than one. And every mentee are honored to have each and every one of them as their mentor. And every time they create a speech, they talk to them. Every time they feel something affected their learning progress, they talk to their mentor. And that's bring the connection that we want to see within the club growth more and more. And as for now, we are also encouraging and pushing members who have been here roughly around a years or more to start to becoming a mentors as well. Because within that lead me to the second point, which is to explore their potential. Because learning alone, you or we cannot explore much of our potential. But the moment we put forth, because there's a quote I heard before from a world champions, well, you can be a world champion, but if you can teach anyone to be a world champion, what do you need that title for? So within here, we want to challenge them to put forth their knowledge, to truly show their potential and explore more of the possibility of their growth. So that's the 2 points that we really highly focus on. And that's why for me, in Toastmasters, not only in Cambodia, I'm sure in Thailand as well, a mentoring program is probably the core beneficial aspect where we can push members to grow more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I had a chance to visit Vietnam, not Vietnam, Cambodia club. And also the last month, I also visit Cambodia for the event, and I have a chance to meet all members, some members from PUC, and some of them may mention about mentor program. Wow, I didn't realize that it's quite powerful things. But I like one word from you, Toastmaster Virak. You said push the new members to be a mentor. How could you handle that? Can you please explain more that, please?
Well, I think push is rather a technical term. Right? No, just kidding. Well, basically, we understand that members, when it comes to pushing, they feel scared. But before we select them to become a mentor, we have a meeting with them. First thing first, what we want them to know is their potential. So within that, my team and I, we try our best to identify their potential. So through every week they give speeches, through every time they perform their role, we take note what skill they have done best and what skill that need more improvement. And within that, we give them a picture of what they can do and something that's missing. And then we connect something that's missing in a line with the mentoring programs. So with that, they understand what they have and what they need to go further. So with that, they have this mental picture where they understand that I am going to this direction. Because if we only push without giving them or guiding them with the proper directions, that does not last long. And we've been doing, we tried it before. We are not having enough direction. And we see that lots of mentor, they feel discouraged and sometimes they feel like I am not enough. And we do not want our member now to feel that I am not enough. Although there's something I need, but I always feel like there's something I can give them more and more. So overall, pushing here is not like just go and do it, but here we help them to identify their strength and also align their improvement part with something they can do or take from through mentoring programs.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I'm trying to wrap up what I have learned from three of you. Toastmaster Tan trying to say that if we know their needs, and Toastmaster Virak said that we have to talk and learn their needs and had a discussion, not just predict what they want. Wow, this is a thing, very simple thing that we never thought that it still impact to the movement of the club meeting. And how about Toastmaster Vincent, DTM Vincent? What do you think, please?
We all believe that quality members distinguish the kind of club that we have. It determines the club that we have. It is from the quality of each members. And from that, of course, we are so lucky that key people to organize and to keep the club strong is still there to duplicate the leadership. If somebody could duplicate our leadership to Toastmasters, then we would create another leader like you or better than you. With that, it is always good that if we could duplicate us, duplicate each one of us in the officers, then our club will remain standing. with COVID or without COVID, we could still remain. With that, I would always tell everybody in the club that find someone who could be your mentor, and be a mentee of somebody that you like the most, or someone that you could you feel like you are comfortable with, and try to duplicate him or her. So with that duplication would keep us growing and going. Back to you.
Thank you. I like one comment from Toastmaster Vincent. Even you are on site or online meeting, just keep going and no excuse, and go on. Have a group discussion, talk with them, and know their needs and explain so that they can know how to go. And of course, they know their own mentor at the same time. Wow. It's just like when I joined a meeting for the first time and I had no idea who I should talk to, who I should discuss with about Toastmaster. Even though my friend who dragged me to Toastmaster for the first time, "Hey, Hong, you just come. I asked him, "What is Toastmaster?" No explanation. But when I sat in the meeting room. Wow, everything wonderful, but still question, because guests for the first time, they do not have any ideas, and they may not have any point of will to think to be a member. So next question is going to the first one, that is ACI Toastmasters Cup, Toastmaster Tan. How could you turn guests to be a member from your perspective?
Okay, thank you for your question. As you all know, my club is online. Toastmaster Online Club is online, and the environment is online and offline is many things different. With offline club, you can sit next to the guest and make the connection very easily. But in the online, the connection may be very difficult to establish and go deep. So to turn a guest into a member, it is so difficult for us, but we have select the strategy to do is that we focus on the current member first. From last year when ACI has co-founded, we have organized weekly meeting with Vietnamese, then English, then Vietnamese. In the Vietnamese meeting, we deeply connect with our ACI member, and also we have shared many useful tips for public speaking skills from world champion public speaker. So it's one of the way we provide knowledge and skills for our members. And also besides that, we organize many workshops that related to, for example, we have all foreign with English. So a workshop to improve our English skills has also been organized, and also organized many workshops that improve our public speaking skills, such as to improve our evaluation workshop, and also impromptu speak workshop. In that workshop, we have a PR. Campaign that invites many guests into that workshop, and in that case we will use the information that and we can show the guests that there are many benefits when we join in the workshop, and show that the Toastmaster is very safe, supportive environment and very positive environment for learning and improving. And by that way, the guests can see the benefits. They receive the benefits, and after that, they will join our meeting for months, and after that, become our members. It is also one of the way we have done in the past. Thank you. To you.
Thank you very much. Oh, Toastmaster Tan, I'm so embarrassed because I graduated from marketing field and I think customer may want something and any product that support and understand their needs. So Toastmaster Tan, ACI Toastmasters Club is the club that every time I see your PR material on Facebook, you have the program, you have some a giant magnet to drag the attention from guests and audience all the time. How could you invite guests to join your meeting every week? Is that the the guest speaker from your club or the guest speaker from outside, please?
With the guests from outside, and actually, as I shared before, we have the email system that help us to announce the meeting schedule, and also we also connect directly sometimes with the guests and speaker we want to invite them to join, and also because we all members will be encouraged to invite their friends and family also, and it is also under the way. I know that the PR channel of our club is not quite good at this moment, but we have understand about the background. If we want them to come, that show them how they can get the benefit, show and provide them the program that can give them the benefits. Once they get the benefit, they can come and be our members. And thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow, I have learned from you that there's so many things, not only from social media, but from your support team to be the speaker at the meeting. The same question goes to Toastmaster Vincent. Is that difficult for you to turn guests to be a member in terms of your club?
Thank you. I would like to say this right now because I'd like to share the vitamin P, the vitamin I, and the vitamin M of PIM. So what we are trying to develop for everyone in order for the guest to become a member is the first vitamin P. So meaning to say the program itself of Toastmasters. Let them know what are the whys to be a Toastmaster. Why are you there? If they would know that it is for their professional growth, that's the P, professional growth of the program, which could be able to be done through a program of the pathways. They would love it because everybody would need to be a great speaker. And not only that, everybody would like to be a leader. With this P, vitamin P, that I would like everybody to understand is let them know what is in Toastmasters. Let it be clear to the guests that this is what you would get if you join us. And the vitamin I is that to involve, let them be involve ourselves into the club and be able to accept and be willing to get the roles of whatever. Is it like just to talk? Is it like to greet, or simple or bigger things at Toastmasters? Let them do it so that they will be able to feel that they are involved. And finally, the M is that the meeting mindfulness, that let them invite them again, always, every time in the meeting. Don't forget, if you could assign someone to, please, always, you are responsible for this guest. Please try to invite him. Maybe there are too many of them that one cannot be able to send email to everybody. So why not just Okay, please try to assign everybody to those officers or members to be able to take care of the guests and be able to convert them as a member of the club. Vitamin PIM. P for the program pathways, and I for the involvement, and M for the meeting mindfulness. Thank you.
Wow, I just know that not only 6 vitamins that I have learned from ADEK, and we have got PIM as well. Wow. You may have to remember when you join Toastmaster, there are 2 tracks, and there are 2 the key person, that is PQD, Program Quality, and Club Growth Director. That means club meeting also has focus on quality of the meeting, and also at the same time, the club program to make sure that you have the minimum of 20 members, and that is the reason why the club that has few members is not that strong enough. So we have to parallel altogether quality and the amount of the members. And how about Toastmaster Virak? How could you cross sell? How could you change and turn the guest to be a member?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. I'll keep it short as well with the acronym CSEE. You have to let them see so that they can shine with us, right? Number one, letter S is we have to show them. And within this, I talk about branding of our club. The role, for example, like GE, Toastmasters of the day, is the 2 most important role in our meeting because they are the people who set the tone of the meeting. So every meeting, these 2 roles will be performed by our seniors or those we have been trained them more often so that they can showcase the best possible. Because there are times the audience get a little bit sleepy after the table topic session. And there are times after a long while of prepared speak session, they get tired. So these 2 people would make sure that they will never go to sleep every time they are in the meetings. And they always come up with jokes and any entertainment technique possible. So we have to show them what they can do. And along the way, we show them the example for them to see that this is what they can do by becoming a Toastmaster member. The second is letter E, is to engage them. With this, we provide them opportunities to answer questions, and there are times we invite them and engage them through the talk during the networking break, and as well as we engage them through their Facebook, or we use the Telegram channels as well. And last but not least is to encourage them to give it a try. The quote that we always remember is, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And what they have to do to go a long mile with us is to take the first step. So that's the acronym that we use, and we always been implementing it ever since the club has been open, and now we're still doing it as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I would like to share my own experience. Whenever they have guests show their interest to join our club meeting, and luckily that my club member has invited them to talk with me so that I can have a discussion and interview. I'm not sure that our guests understand exactly well that our club meeting is not the English school. So that is the reason why I have to talk with them first and make sure that he understands the first point. And the second point is, I want to make sure that when they join the meeting for the first time, they will get something. They will not only sit and hide under the wall and hide underneath the wall and do not do anything. I will give him or he or she the chance to do some duties so that they can learn the atmosphere and benefit of Toastmasters. I will also explain them one by one, starting from first session, table topic, what they can learn and what they can benefit from that session. Prepare the speech as well, and also evaluation. And that is the thing that guests can understand more, and the rest depends on their needs. If they think that Toastmaster meet with their needs, I think they will go on the next consideration. And the last question for 3 of you is very simple, but maybe quite difficult for you to explain. Toastmaster Vincent, do you have any recommendation for the weak clubs? Could you please share with us maybe one or two techniques, please?
The first thing is the key people. Try to develop the key people in the club that would give the direction to the group. With these people, they would be maybe they are no longer the officers, maybe they were previous officers. Maybe we have to recognize these people and be able to get advice from them. And the new group of members would be able to learn more from our officer former officers, and then that would give them direction of the club. If you are now a weak club, try to get the whys of being a Toastmaster. Why are you there? Why are you here? It is because you would like to be a great speaker, or maybe you would like to be a great leader. Yes, you are on the right place. And then develop everyone. Tell everyone that is the main goal of why you are there. And with that, don't forget that very simple kit that we are giving away for the guests, for the understanding of what is a Toastmaster, what are the benefits of the Toastmasters. They are very important because they don't have the time to browse the internet and look for the meaning and look for what can I get from the Toastmaster. It is these people, the key people, and this new officer would be able to deliver the message that Toastmaster is here for you, for your leadership, and for your speaking ability, your communication ability. That is a great thing that we could do. Thank you.
I totally agree with you, Toastmaster Vincent. Just reflection the situation at my company. So how could we control, how could we manage this operation staff? It means that we have to talk and understand the management level. Wow, thank you very much for your comments. How about Toastmaster Tan from ACI? How could you, what will be your recommendation for the week club, please?
For your question, to me, as I said previously, and I want to repeat again because it's one of my things that I think is so important, that is focus on your current active members, because every member's joy to learn something, to develop themselves. So focus on the active, focus on the members that join the meeting frequently, and I think it's our gift, it's our charm to develop and maintain the club's meeting and also the quality of the club, because I think club is including all the members. Then member is our greatest asset, is our greatest gifts. So take care of them, support them to achieve their goal. It is one of the way to help to maintain and improve, enhance our club quality. Thank you, and back to you.
Oh, thank you very much, Kamran. Wow. Okay, I think all of you have learned the tips and the experience thing from three of them. So I think this is a proper time for our guests in this online meeting. If you have any question, you can raise your hand, or you can text in the chat box so that our Zoom master can launch the question to three of them. Any question from the floor, please? Okay, during we are waiting for the question from our member, from our audience, I have one question, one special question during we're waiting. So any of you can answer my question. Do you think joint meeting, I mean, the meeting with others club, joint meeting is one of the key things that can enhance and support club to be the quality meeting or not? How about Toastmaster Virak?
Thank you for the questions. I think joint meetings is important, of course. Over here, we do it a lot too, and very often as well. One thing good about joint meeting is we promote Toastmaster branding, because every time we join the club together, because over here in Phnom Penh, we have 3 clubs. And every time these 3 clubs comes together, there's always a crowded people coming, not only the members, but also guests. And we also take this chance to promote it on our Facebook page, each one of them, so that we can invite all the guests come together. That's for the branding. Secondly, we promote unity, because there are times we solely focus on our club performance, club quality, and then there are times we did not engage with the other club as well. And that can lead things to be isolated, and it's quite difficult to ask for support sometimes. So we take these opportunities to promote unities and closer relationship, building bonds between each club, especially the EC. Other than that, I think it's also good as well for the EC, the members, to learn from one another, because there are times they only get to learn from people within the club, but this time they actually get to make friends, but also learn something from the others members from the other clubs as well. So as for me, I see joint meeting as one of the most essential parts as well, not only good for the branding, but also good for the club quality programs as well. Thank you.
Wow, I just know the reason why when I visit Cambodia last month, I have seen 3 of club in Cambodia. They have joy and they have helped each other, just like the same group, even though they are from the same club, Toastmasters Club. I just realized that joy meeting is one of the things that can make people in the same unity. Toastmaster Vincent, have you ever conduct joy meeting with other club? And how do you think?
Yes, we have done lots of it with the hospital Toastmasters and other with the Thai Airways Toastmasters. Well, and we have lots of those, and that worked well. Especially during the Zoom meeting, that we could get more audience, and we could learn from another clubs, because of everybody's getting weak and weaker because of the this pandemic, and then combining the forces would give us more powerful spirit of Toastmasters that we would like to go on, though we have some problems. So with this, we could share our energy. We could share the spirit of Toastmasters with the joint meetings. I agree to Toastmaster Virak about the joint meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Thawesak.
Thank you very much. So I believe that our audience in this online meeting has some question. Please feel free to raise your hand and turn on your microphone to ask our keynote speakers in this meeting. Or you can text the message in the chat box. So I have one more question to ask Toastmaster Tan. That is speech preparation. How could you advise your members or your guests to make a speech or doing the speech preparation? Because some of them may have no idea for the first time, or even the old member, whenever I ask support from the member, please, it's now your turn, your time to deliver your speech. They said it's quite difficult. I do not understand. So Toastmaster Tan, how could you handle with this situation?
Thank you for your question. Actually, in my club, my past president, as I said before, he has a very useful and informative website called pulsu.com, and in those websites there are many detailed guidelines that there is one specific blog that shows that there are 10 areas that where you can find the ideas for the speech. all of those tips that he has learned from Crab Valentine, the champion public speaking in I don't remember the time, but it's very useful blogs that can help our members to have the ideas of the title and about the story that we can share. And it is also one of the way that we can learn from the championship of public speaking, where you can find very, very useful information about how to think about the ideas to have a useful useful speech and helpful speech. And it is one of our success for our members. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Carmen. And that's very useful information. So we have Toastmaster Thomas raise his hand. So Thomas, please turn on microphone and you can asking questions.
Thank you so much. I'm of the opinion that people will attend meetings if the meetings are entertaining, and that's both members and guests. So my question is, what suggestions have fellow members got to make club meetings more entertaining, not more interesting, not more educational, not more informative, but more entertaining? How do we entertain the audience and thereby encourage them to come back again?
Would you like to ask anybody specifically?
Just anyone that
Okay.
has an idea, yeah.
Thank you. So how about Toastmaster Vibol Virak? Would you like to answer a question from Thomas? So Vibol Virak, oh, I think his signal is
Hi,
not.
can you hear me?
Okay, you can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, Virak, we are hearing you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think this questions for me is challenging. Part of the reason is that the identity of the club over here, especially PUC Toastmaster, we stick with the word professional. So most of our meetings that we held are practically professional, not only with the role, but also the members, because they are aspire to become a leader. But if I look at this question from Chemit Corner Toastmaster Club, I think it's fit very well. I think number one, it has to be the members first. How old are the member? For the member at Chemit Corner Toastmaster, 18 to 25. So for them, having fun is not that difficult, regardless of the nature of the themes. There are times like leaderships or others, it's very critical and profound, but still they are able to make it fun given their personality and their age range. However, if we talk into a club that look at the meeting more professional, I think number one is we have to look at the themes. There are themes that we can make lots of fun out of it. Take, for example, the theme that related to parenthoods, because I'm sure if the club are like lots of seniors people coming, then there's lots of story to be shared through the themes that related to their own life experience. So that's one way we can try and make it fun. Other than that, it has to get started with the easy themes as well. They have to promote a vibe of entertaining, because there are times we assign members the role, they do not understand the purpose exactly. So by getting started with the theme as a role models, I think we can influence the member to go there. But if you ask me personally, I prefer to stick the meeting professional, because I don't know, I like it the way it is with professionalism. Thank you. I hope I answered the question to Toastmaster Thomas.
Thank you very much. Do you have any additional question?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
From our members,
Yes.
George Puget, request the panelists your thoughts on hybrid meetings. What is your thoughts on hybrid meeting? from the panelists, any one of you.
Okay, I think this question, can I move to Toastmaster Vincent? Would you like to answer?
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Jaws, for your question, yes, why not? I really like the idea of the hybrid because of you can reach not only the short distance people, but even those international people who would like to join you. If you have the facilities, complete facilities that would help you do the face-to-face and at the same time online so that you could have the hybrid meeting, well and good, do it. And don't forget, and just don't focus on the people in the doing the face-to-face. Don't forget that you also have the people online. So if you could focus two ways, then do it. And of course, we all agree that most of us agree that face-to-face is the best. That is always, I agree to that. But there is no problem about having the hybrid meeting if you can. And I just want to add for Toastmaster Thomas that we Toastmaster, PIM Toastmaster had a meeting while doing a bowling. We were playing and doing the meeting at the same time. We also had a meeting in a restaurant and we were eating and we were chatting and while doing the meeting. There are many ideas that we could put in the meeting so that there will be a variation. There is no problem about new things, but always remember our goal. Don't forget the main goal of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the same questions go to Toastmaster Tan. Have you ever think that your club will be run as the hybrid meeting? Because now you are the 100% online. Is that challenging things for your club or not?
Thank you for your question. Actually, I have never joined a hybrid meetings, so I have no experience on the meeting, but I think it's more challenging for hybrid meeting compared with the only online meeting because we have to set up the location, welcome guests, and many other activities. We have to think about how to connect the speakers, the members online and offline, and I think it's much more challenging than only one way online or offline. But I think it could be more interesting because it expands the chance for many people can join and in the meeting and get the benefits from the meeting. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you very much. Any additional question, Master? If not, we still have 5 more minutes to go. I have one question. That is about. Let's see. Actually, I have a lot of questions. Okay. In order to give the more information from the question from Toastmaster Thomas, that should we have the impressive or entertaining meeting or not? I would say theme is one of the things, just like Toastmaster Virak has mentioned. But also I have learned from my experience Toastmaster that we have to make sure that every meeting is a quality. Quality means you have at least 3 speeches. You have at least 2 experienced Toastmasters conduct the main 3 roles. Toastmaster of the day, table topic master, general evaluator. We consider that these 3 main roles is the key person that can create and make your club to be an entertaining meeting and lively meeting. Don't try to make or assign the new member to conduct 2 of these duties at the same time, and let the experienced Toastmaster handle only last 1 duty, because the meeting will be not impressive in terms of guests, because guests may want to learn, and that is the only one chance for them to learn and to grasp the picture from your club meeting. So, Master, do we have any more questions from our audience? Yes,
Toastmaster Doris,
Doris.
raise her hand.
Please, Doris, turn on microphone.
Thank you, everyone, and all the panelists. My question is, how do you motivate your members to speak and to take up important roles in meeting? And do you think award of certificates or gifts will help to encourage them to perform in the future?
Thank you for your question. So this question, would you like to specify?
Anyone can answer.
Anyone,
please.
please. Okay. Anyone want to answer Doris' question? If not, I will pick Virak. Toastmaster Virak, please.
I can go first then.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes? All right, wonderful. I think number one, in my opinion, is to make it as a competition. I know it might sound funny, but in my club, we like to do that. Hey, how many roles have you done so far? 2. Oh, come on, I did 3. Push more, okay? Okay, next time, okay, hey, now I'm 3. Well, how many you have now? I got 3 because I was absent last week. Oh, come on, I'm going 4 for this week now. Come on, right? So one way what we do in our club is we challenge one another to reach a certain goal. And the easy is very smart when it comes to pushing everyone to achieve a certain goal as well. So when they put forth the goal, okay, the moment a member able to reach these certain times of performing each role, they get this mini certificates or maybe a recognition from the team. So each member would try their best in order to complete the goal. But along the way, we also give them evaluations as well. Other than that, what we like to do is we talk to them quite often too about the benefits of each role, because there are time members think that the role of an accountant, timer, or maybe language evaluator, it's just a minor role. But we always meet them and remind them that these particular role teaches you a lot. Take, for example, whenever you talk after you perform that role, you understand. I was an accountant before. I cannot use It's remind them for a certain thing. Timer, hey, I always tell people that you should do this and do this, will be on the time. Now it's my time now, what should I do? A language evaluator, I catch people this, now it's my time, what should I do? So if I could summarize it in one word, it should be the competition. Members should aspire to reach a certain milestone within their pathway of being a Toastmaster member, not the program. I'm not talking about the program yet, but their own certain goal or their own pathway of deciding why they become a member in the first place. So the moment we are able to push one another, because if only easy, the one who tell them, hey, you should do, that might not be able to work at all. But if the member, amongst the member, they are able to compete with one another, that would aspire them to go even beyond the goal that we have set. And that would be my opinions, and I like to return it to Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Virak. And that would be all the questions from the audience. And thank you very much for your support from the speakers and also from the audience today. We have learned a lot from 3 speakers, starting from Toastmaster time, from Everyone Can Be Inspired, ACI Club. And everybody, please give a big thanks to Toastmasters time. And another round of applause to Toastmaster DTM, Dr. Vincent from PIM Toastmasters Club. Thank you very much. And last but not least, our past area directors, Toastmaster Vibol Virak from PUC Toastmasters Club. Thank you very much. And at the end of the meeting, we ask Zoom Master to invite 3 of you to have a photo with the certificate. Thank you very much. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Zoom Master, please remove 3 speakers from the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, I think today we have only short time to learn from those three speakers today, three of them came from the different character, the different club meeting, and also the different location. But the main thing that we can learn is the pillar of Toastmaster, that is TEA. That is the T stand for training. Just like Toastmaster mentioned that we have to focus on meeting, on training. Toastmaster Tan mentioned that if we can put the training or giving just like the special session for Toastmaster and make sure that Toastmaster club member can learn from them and benefit from the meeting every week. And the second one is E, education. You have seen that they try to push speaker to deliver speech. Therefore, the club can gain the score, can gain the point from the DCP goal. And the third one is A, administration. Have you seen that all of them has joined the club officers meeting? And that means they know well their role and responsibility. Some of you may know that this might be a very tiny thing, but role and responsibility of each member, of each officer is quite important. Club meeting cannot run the meeting with only one officers, but we have to comprise with 7 key officers. And last but not least, member. Make sure that you can maintain the existing Toastmaster to be with your club, and also to attract the new guests and turn them to be your member. And I do believe that all of you, all of audience in this meeting, can learn from 3 speakers. Pikuni, would you like to say something before we adjourn the meeting?
Thank you, especially for the guests and the members. Of course, our special speaker today, at Toastmaster, we learn together. This is a very good platform that everyone knows it. I have joined Toastmaster for 5 years, but I feel that I never think that myself can conduct a quality club meeting without any sharing and learning from others, members, and from other clubs. At Toastmaster, this is a very good environment that everyone can share our experiences to others. Some of the tips or the techniques may not fit to our clubs. Some of the key takeaways and best practices may not fit to our members or clubs today. Those in the futures, it is very good for us to voice others' experiences, because nowadays Toastmaster never stop. And it also same with our members and our guests, never stop expectations. So let's ask hand in hand to make our clubs, make our members as the best of their expectations. So thank you. Back to you, Director Thawesak. Thank you, and enjoy your today's session, especially for the feedback. Is very important for district that you do the best to serve it you, our members. Thank you.
Thank you, PQD. Just come in time to adjourn the meeting officially. And I would like to express my appreciation to my team, starting from Zoom Master, Toastmaster Jindarat. Thank you very much. And Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Pipat Phung Mongkon Chaikit. And my timer, Toastmaster Putipan and his team. Thank you very much. And a big thanks to all of you. Without you, this session, this forum cannot be happened. Give a big thanks and a big applause to all of you, Toastmaster District 97P members. Thank you for your support and thank you for your joining. And do not forget to put your feedback form and submit to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster P-Part. And please drive home safely or fly back your home safely. Thank you very much.
Can we
Okay.
have group photo?
Sure.
Please turn on your video. Yeah, we are waiting for you. All of us, please turn on your video. Timer 2, speaker 2, CM Toastmaster, Dr. Vincent, Toastmaster Thomas, Lion Toastmaster Club, Kunushanat. Yes, be ready. I'm calling. 1, 2, 3. Any pause? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Master, and thank you all of our audience in this meeting. Thank you very much for joining, and see you next chance. Bye bye. สวัสดีครับ